Talk TV. Hope you guys are blessed, having a great day, evening, whatever the time it is in your part of the world. We're doing a Sunday chop up session, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. We about to get ready for our week or whatever. Just wanted to chop it up with you guys real quick, man. See what you guys got going on. Ask me anything. Let's talk about whatever. As long as it's respectful, we can chop it up. All right. Waiting for some folks to drop into the chat. But as for me, I've been good, man. I've been good. Me and the wife are doing good. You know, we keeping our fingers crossed for some news, but that's all I'm gonna say about it for now. But yeah, we've been doing good. We good. I'm good. Hope you guys are good as well. Checking in on you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all want to chop it up about. You want to get something off your chest? We can talk about it. Ask me anything. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for y'all. So let me know what y'all got on your mind. I'm trying to keep this really short tonight. I know I always say that, and then chat get interesting, and then I stay longer than I anticipated. So I'm gonna try not to do that tonight. I don't plan on it because it's Sunday night, and we definitely got to get ready for tomorrow morning. So I'm definitely not gonna be here all night. But if you guys in the chat, man, dropping in, let me know who you are, where you from. Ask me whatever. Let's talk about whatever. We just chopping it up, man. It's Sunday. I don't have no I don't have any format for this conversation really today. I'm just talking to y'all. We just chopping it up. So let me know who you are, where you from. Let me see. Few or chosen podcasts had a boxing match last night. Now I'm 2-0. That's what's up, man. Heck yeah. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. How'd you win? Was it by decision or knockout? Man, so he had a boxing match last night. That's what's up, man. Yeah. I plan on getting to back into the boxing gym here soon. Oh, Nathan likes. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, bro. Much love. King of Bob says, "What's up?" Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? If you're chosen, says, "I appreciate your motivation, brother, and by decision." Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, hey, man. Like I said, I don't. You know, I appreciate you guys. You know, what I'm saying, you guys being thankful. I mean, I'm here for y'all. Like I said, whatever y'all want to talk about, ask me. Whatever. I'm here for y'all. I don't do this for money. I do this for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, your feedback on that. And by decision, that's what's up, man. Putting them hands on them, huh? Yeah, like I was saying, I used to box back in the day. I hadn't boxed since I was in my 20s. I'm 42 now. And I'm looking to get back in the boxing gym. Me and my wife just went by this gym here in Key West, man. They got a pretty good gym down here where the police officers train at, the PAL gym, Police Athletic League. I went down there looking to get back into some martial arts, just to get back in shape, really. Maybe learn a new discipline. I don't know about the boxing part because I haven't boxed in like 14 years, but definitely looking to get back into the gym. You know what I'm saying? The fight gym, just to get back in shape. First and foremost, that's the primary thing, and then we'll go from there. If I feel like I want to spar or learn another martial art, then I'll do that. But the priority right now is to get back in like tip-top shape, at least as best as I can at 42. Uh, Janice Brooks says, "Can I say two numbers if I sub?" Sure. Hey, if you sub, I appreciate that, Janice. Um, Legend says, "Jesus loves you so much." Absolutely. He showed me that time and time again, man. You guys who in the chat, man, hit the like button. If you're going to hang out, hit the like button, please. I appreciate it. If you don't, it's all love, but I just hope that you guys feel inclined to do so. All right? But let's see. Jesus loves you so much. Absolutely. He loves me very much. Like I said, he showed me that time and time again. I've been so blessed throughout my life, man, to survive the things I survived, coming from where I came from. So he's definitely shown me that time and time again. And I got testimony on top of testimony on top of testimony about that. But that's a conversation for another day. We can definitely talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about what the Lord has done for me in my life. We can definitely have a conversation about that. Nathan says, oh, Janice Book say hi. What up, Janice? How you doing? Thanks for dropping in the chat, man. Nathan says, love Jesus, absolutely. Light Drum says, hi. What up, Light Drum? How you doing? Ronald sent 100. Hey, man, appreciate that, bro. Salute. Light Drum says, I'm new here. Hey, welcome. First off, welcome. Thanks for dropping in, man. Hope you find value in the channel. All I do is just chop it up with my audience, man, about what I've been through, talk to y'all about things that hopefully can inspire, motivate, educate for those of y'all who are younger that have not embarked on some of the things I've been through in life. In short, I'm just an OG looking to inspire the youth. That's about it. And that's what I love about social media, man, is that we have the ability to do that without having to be in the same space. You feel me? So that's all I do. But you guys who find value in the content, you guys don't know how much that that motivates me to keep going. Because I don't do this for numbers. I don't do this for freaking money. I don't do this for that. I mean, I got a profession. I got a job that pays me well. My wife works and all that other stuff. So I don't do this for money. You know, I came in this game with the attitude that if one person can be inspired by something I said or whatever, or something I shared, then I've done my job. I don't care about numbers. A lot of YouTubers, I used to be, I'm not gonna lie, that did trip me up a little bit. Because you're only human, you know what I'm saying? When you get into the YouTube game, you're looking at numbers and analytics and stuff. Like, how come this person over here getting 30,000 views and I'm only getting 200 or whatever? But I stopped that thinking. I'm like, you know what? I just do what I do and God gives the increase. So if God wants it to be, the channel to be blessed to have 100,000 subscribers, it'll happen. If not, then it's all good. I don't do this for money. Genesis 6:7. Okay, Janice, can you please help me understand what the numbers are about? Just Light Drum says, I like and subscribe my username. Hey, word, appreciate you, man. Ronald says, hi. What up, Ronald? How you doing, bro? Sensei says, I'm Sensei. I'm here to bless you. Okay, that's what's up. Lavelle says, gay. Hey, listen, Rel, we're not gonna do that on this live channel, this live stream, all right? We're not gonna do that. You take your little immature, childish self somewhere else. We're not gonna do that on this channel, all right? You only get one warning, bro. I'm not even gonna delete your comment. I'm gonna let that comment stay. You say one more thing, you out of here. Or you can leave yourself. We're not gonna do that. And stop saying stuff you would never say to someone's face, man. Get out of here. Probably some little kid anyway. Okay, system 4 eyes. Okay, I'm 42 years old. I wear glasses. So what? People get old. Cool Water says, Mike, what up, bro? What up, man? How you doing, family? Thanks for dropping in, Cool Water. Keep up the work. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I plan to. Maxim Rich says, $20. Okay, it was $20. Car Sparta says, you are amazing. Hey, man, just a blessing from God. That's it. I don't want to give myself no credit. It all comes from God. So, Maxim Rich says 20. Like, Maxim, if you sent $20, then I, much appreciated, but. Brandon Shields says, oh, Angela says, hi. What up, Angela? Yeah, so look, what y'all want to talk about tonight, man? Like, we chopping it up. Let me know how y'all day was, you know what I'm saying, how y'all week was, this past week. Things y'all have in your mind, whatever the case is. You want to ask me something, ask me. I'm here for y'all. Yeah. Like I said, I don't have no direction I want to take this chat in. It's just, I got on here, just want to check on my subscribers, man. People who may be new to the channel. If you subscribe, God bless. Just want to chop it up with y'all. See what's good with y'all, man. How y'all doing? Like, seriously, how you guys doing? How's your mental? How's your spiritual? How's your relationship? If you're in a relationship, if you're not and you want to be in a relationship, we can talk about that too. We can talk about whatever. Angela says hi. What up, Angela? You doing fine, bro? Thanks, Brandon. Angela Arnett says hi. All right, so I don't have this one showing, but this person asked me, can we get a, man, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the president. You understand I'm in the military? I cannot talk against my commander in chief. Even though, whether I disagree with him or whether I agree with him or not, I cannot speak against my commander in chief being in the military. So, bro, you get out of here with that, bro. Trying to set me up for some freaking okey doke stuff. We ain't doing that. No, we cannot get that. Angela Fishing Mafia says Jesus loves you. Absolutely. Religion is for people who are too stupid for science. Man, whatever. Let's see if science is going to save your soul. How about that? Science ain't going to save your soul, bro, when you die. So you can sit here and be anti-God all you want to. You can sit here and talk against the Lord all you want to. We're not going to do that on this channel. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to tolerate those who do that. So you get one, all right? You do that again, you out of here. You out of here. We're not going to do that on this channel. I do not blaspheme the Lord on this channel. I'm not going to tolerate those who blaspheme the Lord and talk about how they don't love or believe in God. That's your business. That's your business. But we're not going to do that here. All right? Marie says, hello. What up, Marie? How you doing? Thanks for dropping in. Mr. Trimmy says 6'7" is a brain knot or brain rot mean that everyone be saying. That's what the numbers are. Oh, okay. I'm not privy to that at all. So thanks for breaking that down. I had no idea what that meant at all. Marie says Jesus loves you. Absolutely. Mr. Danza OG says people act like kids, man. For real though, like. Hey man, it's the world we live in. You know what I mean? You can't. That's why I don't let this stuff like gets me. I don't let it get me too upset because I understand when you get online, that's what you deal with. Everyone does. Every content creator, I don't care how big they are, you're gonna deal with the hater. You're gonna deal with freaking childish people. You're gonna deal with people who just, you know what I'm saying, just look to argue. They look to argue, man. Like they're looking for it. They're looking for a back and forth. That's why I don't give it to them. I may address it and just put them in a place, and if they do it again, they're out of here. I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with anybody on this channel or on the internet. Period. That to me, that's just it's corny. I don't come from that school. Cool Water says, Mike, out of say 20,000 subs, how many of them I actually continuously watch one's content? I mean, shoot, if you're lucky, half at least. 20,000, you lucky if 10,000 watch your content on a regular basis. I mean, it's just the way it is, man. People, see, the thing is, I learned about YouTube is that people will subscribe to you because they may see one video that you do. They may subscribe because of that one video and just never watch you again. It just happens like that. You know what I mean? Some people may just be inspired by one thing you did, subscribe, and then, because I mean, I do that. I don't watch everyone I subscribe to. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get it. I get it. I totally get it. All right, Christopher. Yo, Christopher. I'm gonna get you up out of here, bro. Not gonna do that. Get you up out of here. Like I said, we're not gonna tolerate the childish nonsense. Again, it's what you deal with, man. It's what you deal with. It's all good. But he knows the way that I take when he has tried me, I shall come out as gold. Wow. You know, I haven't read Job in a while, man. I need to get back into that. For real. Stella says, Jesus loves you. Absolutely. Hey, brother. Hey, Prince, what up, man? How you doing, family? What's your favorite Bible verse? Wow, that is a good question. Oh, man. My favorite Bible verse is I can't think of the I can't think of the name the verse right now, but I know the scripture. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us of all unrighteousness. That's one of my favorite verses because, you know, we all got things to be ashamed of in our life, right? We all got things that we wish we could take back, things we can just erase from our memory, right? But the reality of it is that once you do something, it's there. You know what I'm saying? You can't erase it, you can't go backwards, you can't rewind and nothing like that. So my thing when it comes to scriptures, man, is like things that inspire me when I feel down, and that's one that definitely inspired me when I felt down. I gotta look that one up because I don't like not knowing the scripture. It's just been a while since I actually read that one, but that one stayed with me. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and cleanse us of all unrighteousness. You know, because like when you feel like God is not gonna forgive you and He's done with you and all this stuff, that's the lies from the devil, man. He plants these seeds in your mind, making you thinking that, oh, He's not ever gonna like forgive you or cleanse you or love you again and stuff like that. That is nonsense, bro. God is bigger than all of our problems. He's bigger than all of our sins. He is a big God, man. He sent Christ here. He sent Christ here to do the work that we could not do. We couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? When Christ said it is finished, it is finished. So when I feel like I'm like just totally not worthy, which I feel often sometimes, when I find myself talking to him and confessing my sins and I feel that weight lifted off my shoulders, it reminds me how much he loves me, man. Because I'm telling you, man, I've done things in my life I'm not proud of. I tell y'all that all the time. This is why I started this channel, man, is because I wanted to like help educate you guys, man, who are younger, coming up, man. I don't want you making the same mistakes I made. That's the job of an OG, man. That's the job of an OG. That's the job, that's the responsibility we have as older people. I'm 42. I'm not old, but I ain't super young either, man. I've been around for a little while. I've done a lot. I've seen a lot. You know, I've seen how things work. I've seen how people behave and how people act. You know what I mean? So, no, I'm not going to sit here and just let this stuff go on and not say nothing. So, those of y'all who find value in this content, God bless. Those of y'all who don't, cool. You know what I mean? Like, but I chose to be a voice for this generation. Whether that's inspires one person or a million, I don't care. But I'm going to say something. Because, man, yeah, let me just stop. Because I'm about to, like, keep babbling and I don't want to skip y'all's comments here. What's that? Ollie X says, have you ever been to Utah? Never been to Utah. Considering relocating there as a NYC is a disaster in this community Mondani is now in. Never been to Utah. I never even thought about visiting Utah at all. But there's this one dude I be seeing on Instagram. I guess he does oxtails. The brand, the business brand is Less Barbecue. I'm like, I never thought about visiting Utah, but when I saw that dude on Instagram, I was like, yo, I might have to check that out because I love oxtails. Less Barbecue, LES Barbecue. Check him out on Instagram. Bro, his food looks amazing, and I love to eat. I will travel for some food. I don't care, man. You know, me and my wife talk about that all the time. Me and my wife talk about like when I retire from the military, we want to get like an RV and travel across the country. Just go to states we've never been to. You know, maybe Utah may happen. I don't know. But I'll keep it real, man. I didn't think a lot of black people was in Utah, so I'm like, I don't know if that's my territory. Just keeping it real. Marie Harper says, I'm kind of sad to be honest. Oh, what's up, Marie? What's going on, man? Why you sad? Share it with us, man. What's up? Hopefully you can find some solace here. Prince says, I'm doing okay. I do want to be in a relationship with a girl. I'm going to start talking to some girls this week. All right, man. Just do not do that with the intention of being a playboy, okay? Again, been there, done that. I've been a womanizer. I told y'all that. I'm married now. I'm settled. I'm chilling. But boy, when I was young, in my teens, 20s, and early 30s, I lived for talking to a lot of women. I did. That's one thing I'm not proud of, but it's my past. Just don't be a playboy, man. You know, I get it. When you're looking, you got the right to choose. You got a right to talk to whoever you want to talk to, but don't do that with the intention of sleeping with a whole bunch of them. All right, don't do that. You can entertain a few women just to see which one you like. See what you really want to, what direction you want to go. Choose that one, and then cut the others off. That's the advice I would give a young person. Do not be out here trying to sleep with all these women, dog, because these women out here are nasty. You hear me? I'm telling you from experience, bro. A lot of these women out here are nasty. Not all of them now. I'm not generalizing all women, but a lot of them out here nasty, bro. Find you one woman that you like the most out of the ones you're talking to, entertaining. You can tell the others, hey man, I'm good. I found somebody, what I'm saying? Go your own way. Do not do anything with these other women that they can come back and bite you in the butt for later, though. I'm telling you, do not entertain them sexually at all. I'm telling you, man, you do that, and nowadays you tell a woman, oh, I don't want to be with you no more. I found somebody, they'll mess around and hit you with a false accusation, man. I'm telling, man, it's crazy out here. So do not do it. Marie Harper says, how are you? I'm cool, man. I'm cool, Marie. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm cool. Hope you guys are doing good, man. Like I said, I'm here for y'all. Cola, Colorado. What did I say? Cola says, wait, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? I didn't know you were preaching. I ain't preaching. I'm not preaching. I'm just chopping it up with y'all. Few are chosen says, what denomination of Christian are you? I don't like to label myself by denomination. I just believe in Christ. That's it. I don't like to do that whole, I used to when I was young. I used to do that whole, I'm Baptist. But one thing I kind of like thought to myself a while ago was like, why we separate ourselves with denominations? One person say, well, I'm a Baptist, or I'm a Presbyterian, or I'm a, whatever the case is, right? Like, why do we do that? If you believe in Christ, you believe in Christ. I don't do denominations. I just believe in Jesus Christ. That's it. Yeah. I never understood that. VP says hello. What up, though? Shelby Cruz. Hello. Hi. What up? Uh, Squirrel Lords Gaming says, frivolous question. What is your favorite dessert? Oh, that's easy, man. Key lime pie. I love key lime pie. Key lime pie, man. Whew. Love it, love it, love it. My wife would tell you, man, living in Key West, that's like one of the origin, I think the origin of key lime pie. They make very good key lime pies down here. And I will buy a whole pie, and my wife may get a couple slices. I'll eat the whole pie. I'm telling you, man. My wife is in the chat. Hi, my husband. What up, wife? My wife in the chat, bro. That's wild. Cold Soul says, I'm mad they bang Glocks in California. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I did caught wind of that. I did catch wind of that not too long ago. That's crazy. Why they do that? Remind me, why they ban Glocks in California? Roblox Gani says, who are you? Hey, you on my channel. Don't ask me who I am. You see who I am. Who are you? That's the question. Marie Harper says, I feel very sad for no reason. It happens, Marie. It happens, man. Our emotions are always up and down. You know what I mean? Like, it's always changing. But as long as it's not a constant state that you're in, then it's normal to feel like that. Is it a constant thing? You've been feeling this way for a long time or a while? Or is it just you feeling sad today? And it's not, I wouldn't say there's no reason, man. I think that, like, sometimes it don't have to be a reason. Sometimes you just don't feel on the up and up. Squirrel Lord Gaming says, just stopping by to say hello, have a good Bible study, and go. You funny. You funny. You are funny, man. You are funny. Silk Talk says, Yahweh was the chosen one and will be the people who preserve overall, who persevere overall. Yep, yes, sir. Chance the Rapper is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Chance the Rapper. I mean, I just haven't listened to enough of his stuff. I just don't listen to Chance the Rapper at all, so I can't really give my opinion on him. Julian says, my girlfriend is crazy. Well, why are you with her? That's the question. Why are you with her if she crazy? See, man, a lot of y'all be in relationships with these crazy people, and you're not married to them, and you just with them for what, bro? Like, if you seen the signs, and I'm gonna tell y'all a little joke, right? I know how they say about crazy people. Crazy people got the best, you know what? But man, nah, bro. Like, if she crazy, like legit crazy, and you fear for your safety, nah, you gotta cut that off, bro. Like, I don't care how pretty she is or whatever the case is. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Deal with no crazy person. That's over with. How is she crazy? Matter of fact, let me before I said a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm asking you, how is she crazy? What has she done to make you say that about her? AJ says pimping all over the world. Man, look, bro. Like I say, I've I lived a life that I'm not proud of when I was younger, man. But I don't do that no more. Cool Water says, Mike, I am too often frequently crippled by depression. You know, I know what that's like, man. You really gotta pray, bro. Like, you gotta really pray. That's a spirit. Depression is a spirit. You gotta really pray that away. Pray that away. Talk to someone you trust, whether it be a pastor, somebody, like, you know what I'm saying. You gotta really talk to somebody about that. I'm here for you if you need to talk. I mean, I send my email out in a lot of my videos I make. You can hit me up on my email. We can chop it up. But I get it, man. You know, I've been depressed before, for sure. It's not a fun place to be. But like, I think when it came to depression for me, I'm not saying this works for everybody, but it worked for me. I found myself in a slump that was just so heavy, man, one time, because I wasn't doing nothing I loved to do. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't going out and engaging with people. I was just in the house by myself. This is before I got married, everything. Long time ago when I was single. I was depressed. I had this bout with depression. And I was just in the house, sleeping all day, eating all the time. Because I'm a person who I eat a lot when I feel down. I eat. Some people don't eat. I eat a lot. And I wasn't doing nothing I love to do, man. One day I just got tired of that, bro. I was like, man, let me just get out, man. Like, this ain't the way to live. Let me just get out and do something that I enjoy, even if it's only for 15, 20 minutes. Just get out and start re-engaging myself in this stuff again, just to like try to break out of this cycle, and of course pray. You know, depression is something that a lot of us deal with in silence. Um, it's a tough place to be in, man. But like, you don't have to stay there. Hope that helped. Marie says, I have to go. God bless. Good night. Hey, thanks, Marie. God bless you too. Marie says, same here. I hope you took away from what I said to Cool Water. Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf says, should we not get married? Wait, what? Like who? Mike, I've liked a woman for 3 years now, but I don't in particular want to jeopardize or ruin the friendship. I'm afraid of going to start the. I'm afraid of the going to start the process of love again for real. I get it. It can be scary. It's a risk you take when you put yourself out there. But if you like her for 3 years, so what are you in the friend zone? 3 years is a long time to be liking somebody, bro. That's a long time. It's not gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna go away. The feelings you have, you gotta confront that. You gotta address that. I mean, put yourself out there, bro. Just let her know, and let her know that okay. Because one thing that I strongly believe this. I don't. You cannot be friends with somebody you like, bro. You can't. You can't. You cannot be friends with somebody you really really like. You like this woman for 3 years, bro. So that's a strong feeling you got towards this person. Ain't no short stint of liking somebody. You like them for maybe a couple of weeks and then moved on. 3 years? 3 years. That's a long time, bro. You gotta address how you feel. You gotta address that. And if she's not on the same page as you, then listen, man, that friendship feeling is gonna only make things worse, man. You're gonna hate having to feel like you're trapped in this box of a friendship. And you don't want that. You want more than a friendship, obviously. You know, loving someone again is hard, man. I had to learn it. We can talk about that in another video for real, man. Like, how did I get to the point of loving again? Because I didn't love for a long time. It took me a long time to love somebody again because I was so damaged. Man, we can talk about that. Boy, I swear, that's a video for y'all, man. I'm telling you. Sebastian says, thoughts on toxic coworkers, how to handle that. Toxic coworkers is going to happen. I mean, I advise you to stay away from that as much as you can. Don't get involved in any of their conflict or whatever, their drama. Don't get involved in none of that. You stay to yourself. If they're toxic, if you know they're toxic, stay away from them, man. Engage with them on a professional level, and that's it. That's it. Like, nothing personal. Don't talk to them about nothing personal. About the job, if they ask you a question about the job, that's it, bro. On a professional level only. Do your work, go home. That's it. If you know they're toxic, bro, stay away from that. Don't give them nothing. Lone Wolf says, Lone Wolverine says, let me see. I think you pieced up or you separated your comments. Should we not get married in this day and age? You know, I notice a lot of people now are preaching against marriage. They're preaching against marriage. They're telling you guys, a lot of these channels on YouTube are telling you guys to not get married. Don't do it because they implanting this fear in your mind about if the marriage don't work out, you're gonna lose half your stuff or blah 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 blah. You know, that's to me that is worldly wisdom. But giving you guys godly wisdom, if you guys care to hear it, I would say yes, I'm very much for marriage. I believe in marriage. I believe marriage is what you make of it. You know, it's like I compare marriage to eating the same food every day. You got the same person around you every single day, right? It's like if I give you the same food every day. Let's say I gave you grilled chicken every single day. Eventually, you're gonna get tired of it, right? If I gave you the same cooked grilled chicken every single day, but in order to make it interesting, I gotta serve that chicken in different ways. Maybe the next day fried, maybe the next day barbecued, to keep you interested in eating chicken. Because if I keep giving you the same type of chicken every single day, you're gonna get tired of it. That's marriage to me. You gotta just find ways to keep it interesting, man. Don't let these people tell y'all, oh, to not get married. Because my question is this: those of us who believe in God, those of us who believe in the Bible and stuff like that. Those of us who do. If you don't believe in the Bible, don't believe in God, that's on you, right? That's totally up to you. But I thought of it like this, right? When we single out here in these streets, right, and we know we're not living right, we out here fornicating, doing all this stuff with these strange women, right? Is that any good for you? Is that any good for you either? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not be having sex outside of marriage. We all know that. Those of us who believe in God and believe in the Bible, we know that. So when you're doing it, it's like that conviction is always hitting you, man. When you married, you free from that conviction. You're free from that thought. So if you plan to be out here having sex, you better be married. You better be married if you out here if you want to have sex. That's the way God intended for it to be. Now, did I obey that all my life? No, I didn't. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. Just saying. But unless you plan on being a monk or something or a nun, if you want to you have fun in the sheets, you better be married first. They're telling y'all not to get married, but I mean, okay, so what are y'all supposed to do? Just date for the rest of y'all life? That gets old, man. All that dating and seeing other women, that gets old, bro. Buster Cheeks Music says, what is this? Sebastian says, sup, Mike, you the best, man. What up, Sebastian? And thank you for that. Salute, bro. Kanye West says, that's true. If you reject certain women, they will take it personal, try to screw you over after. Yeah, man, for sure. You gotta be careful with now, especially now these days, man, with the whole Me Too movement and people just putting accusations out there and stuff. You gotta be careful, man. Look at what just happened to Shannon Sharp. Y'all know about Shannon Sharp, right? Y'all see what happened to him? I mean, I get it. He's a millionaire and that stuff happens to rich people, man. But, bro, you can't be out here moving reckless nowadays, man. Like, people will get you jammed up quick, bro. That's why it's best to just find you one person and just stay out the way. Get you a woman, a good woman. Try to find one. I know they few and far between nowadays, but do your best. Find you a good woman, find you a good man, and stay out the way, bro. These streets ain't it no more, bro. It's not it. Straight up. Cool Water Switch says, and Big Mike, I had to endure 2 funerals yesterday, and it really had my mental in a fog all day yesterday. I'm not very emotionally, but mortality is a hard bridge to analyze. Yeah. First off, my condolences, Cool Water. My condolences first and foremost, man. You know, I know that's a hard thing to deal with. Death is a hard thing to accept when it comes to people we love and care about, especially. But the sad, well, I mean, not sad, but the reality of it is that we all got our day, man. We all got our day. Whether we like it or not, it's gonna happen to each and every one of us. We can't escape it. You know, it is what it is. You know, we all gonna meet our maker one day. We all gonna have our day that we leave this side of life. You know what I mean? But the thing that I think of when I think about death now, I think about the times I had with that person, what I learned from them. You know what I'm saying? I cherish those memories, and I always think to myself, would they want to see me just grieve? Now I know we go through our grieving period. I'm not knocking that, Cool Water, so don't think I'm knocking you for grieving. You know what I'm saying? We all have our grieving period after you lose somebody we love, so that's totally normal. But like after that period, right? It's like that person would want to see you move on, man, and be successful and be happy. You know what I mean? Like they would want you to do that if they truly loved you. So yeah, we go through our grieving period and take the time you need, man, to you know, to heal. But eventually, we got to move on with life, man. And that's just how it is. Condolences to you again, man, for real. Marie Harper says, God bless. God bless, man. Appreciate you. Cool Water says, I love cheesecake and sweet potato pie. Oh, man, yes, that's another one of my favorites. Sweet potato pie, homemade sweet potato pie. Oh, man. Yo, I swear, my aunt used to make a sweet potato pie that was so good, man. She made like, she had the golden flaky buttery crust with the oh man, eat the whole pie. Literally, I didn't even care about that pie was so good. I didn't care about the other food that she had. I might eat a little plate or something, but I came for that pie, bro. For real. I came for that pie. She'll tell you that to this day. I came for that pie. Yeah, I had my little turkey, my greens, and whatever, man. But boy, where that pie at though? That's why I came. So yeah, sweet potato pie is definitely one of my favorites for sure. Slater says, "Can I try some?" Blink says, "Yo, what up, Blink? Thanks for dropping in, man. One of my moderators. Hey, yo, Blink, if you in this chat still, hey, man, anybody that's cutting up in the chat, man, get them up out of here. We're not doing none of the nonsense tonight, man. All right. So you see some nonsense, take them up out of here. Don't just delete the comment, block them, get them out of here. We're not doing none of the nonsense." But you said, "Hello, Big Mike. How are you doing this Sunday? You were right. Your hometown is the king in the world for barbecue." Yeah, 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 absolutely. I'm glad you found out. Yeah, man, South Carolina don't play, bro. That's why I can grill so good. Like, I grill, dog. Like, I cook. I'm a good cook. Matter of fact, I'm gonna include y'all on some of those. I'm gonna make some like short clips of like when I make food and stuff when I cook, just to show some of you young people how to cook, man. Cause I swear, one thing that I don't understand about you young generation either. Not all of y'all. Some of y'all can cook, but how do you get to be an adult and can't cook, man? Like these young women out here, these young guys be like, "Well, I can't. I don't know, man." Like you don't know how to cook, man. You don't know how to freaking feed yourself. What if there were no restaurants? How would you eat? Knowing how to cook is important, man. It don't gotta be no gourmet meals every day, whatever. Know how to feed yourself. Know how to feed people you love. God, dog. I don't get how people can't cook. Yeah, glad you found out about the barbecue though. Yeah, man. I'm gonna show y'all how, you know what I'm saying, when I grill food and when I cook in the kitchen, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff, man. Definitely gonna do that. Michael Saucier says hello. What up, Mike? I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. How you doing, bro? Crystal Capete says hi. What up, Crystal? Mary Harper says a very long, long time. Oh man, Marie, you see my email in my last video, right? So check out my last video. My email is in the description. Email me, man. Like we need to talk, all right? Let me know what's up. Because one thing that I take very seriously is mental health, depression and stuff. Because people I've known throughout the years, especially being in the military, people have ended their lives over stuff like that. Not saying you thinking nothing like that. I'm not saying that, but I take those things very seriously, man. Like one thing that we do not talk about enough is the battle up here. Like this thing up here, this mind, this brain of yours, it can be your worst enemy. You know. So I don't take that lightly at all. So you get a chance to, I would love to hear from you in my email. Michael says, "What do you like to talk about on this channel?" Yo, you can check out my history. I like to talk about life, man. You know, things I've been through, things I've seen, experienced, encourage the youth. That's what my channel is mainly about. Is my experiences, you know, being transparent, you know, talking about things I've, you know, done, been through, and whatever. Hopefully, it can teach someone else or edify somebody else. I talk about everything. I don't have just one like area that I talk about. Like some YouTube channels do that. They focus on just one area. Some focus on just relationships. Some may focus on strictly religion or whatever the case. I talk about pretty much everything. Things I observed in life, you know. Gary says, but bro, I'm glad your people got y'all's food stamps back. Yo, Gary, you get that one for free, okay? That was a low key insult. What do you mean my people got their food stamps back? First of all, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Just man, whatever, bro. Because matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna just let that go. You know what I mean? Because you ignorant, bro, by saying something like that. Because not only black people on food stamps, bro. I'm not on food stamps. I have been on food stamps since I was a little kid. My mom was on it when I was little. But as a grown man, I've never been on food stamps. I don't want to be on food stamps because I work. I earn what I earn what's on my table. You know what I'm saying? I don't rely on the government for nothing. You know, being in the military, I work for you don't get nothing free in the military, bro. Like you work for that. But as far as sitting on my butt all day just waiting to be fed by the government, no, I'm not. I'm never gonna live like that. God forbid I ever need government assistance for anything, because I work for mine. I work for mine, and not only black people on food stamps, man. That's an ignorant comment. White people on it, Hispanic people on it. Everyone's on food stamps, and it's in terms of freaking race. So don't narrow that down to black people. What the hell wrong with you? Get out of here. Mr. Stars says, hello from Atlantic City. What up, Mr. Stars? What up, man? Hate to say, but I'll be honest. Sometimes I feel like my time on Earth, I need to force the conclusion of it. It's been a rough 2025 for me. The kicker, though, bro, is I've endured rougher years than. Man, don't talk like that, man. Please don't talk like that. Don't talk like that, Cool Water, man. Please, man. Like, listen, man. You've been given the gift of life, man. All right. Do not take do not take God's authority from him. It's up to God when we leave this earth, man. It's up to him. It's not up to us. Don't take that power into your own hands, all right? Like we all have rough times, rough years. Yeah, we can have a rough couple of years, whatever the case is, man. But don't give up, all right? Please, man. Please do not give up. That's what I encourage you guys, man. Do not give up. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all think I'm 42 years old, never been down, never been depressed, never been through rough times? Y'all think I never had days where I didn't care if I lived or died? I had those. You're going to have those days, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. I've had days where I was so down and out in the dark, bro. I'm talking about like in a dark place. I was so dark at times in my life, man, that you could have came up to me and pointed a gun at my head and said, "Hey, give me your money or I'm gonna kill you." I'd be like, "Man, whatever. I don't even care, bro. Do it. Just do it. You're doing me a favor." I would have been like, "You know what? I don't even care right now. Just do it." I've been there. Trust me. I've been there. But you endure. You stay strong. You pray. Even if it's only, it don't got to be no fancy prayer either. That's one thing about God. It don't got to be no fancy prayer. Don't let these churches fool y'all thinking that you got to be fancy and do all this bunch of freaking, what do you call that? The cadences. You don't got to do all of that, man. Just, Lord help me. God help me. So I've done that. I've been like, yo, God help me. That's all I had. And next thing you know, I'm out of that slump, man. It don't last forever. It don't last forever. Cool Water says, I met some pretty women with a garbage personality and a garbage butt. Man, look. Oh, man. Yeah. Yo, Cool Water, I'm not, I don't know what to say about that one, bro. I really don't. But yeah, a garbage personality makes the beauty not even matter, man. Like, if I don't care how pretty you are on the outside, if your personality trash, or your spirit is trash, it just that's why you can meet somebody who may not be all that pretty or that handsome from on the outside, but their personality shines, and it just some of y'all may wonder that, like, how come this? How can they, like, how he pull that? How does dude over there pull that? Their personality, bro. Personality is everything. That's what you're gonna be dealing with. Some women can overlook the personality or overlook the looks. I mean, for a good personality. And even some women out here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all may see a woman out there, she may be like a 6 or 7 in looks, but her personality is a 10. And you can see somebody out here with a looks that's a 10, but their personality is trash, bro. Garbage. Like, nobody want to deal with that. I don't care how pretty someone is or how handsome someone is. If they what they lack, if they have what they have inside doesn't measure up, nah, bro. Ollie says, I completely agree with your video on the young cats nowadays. Everything being no Diddy. Yeah, man, everything. You can't say nothing no more, man. It's like, bro, I don't got time for that. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And you won't be like, no Diddy. No, bro, you can say no Diddy all you want to. I don't need to say no Diddy because I'm secure in myself as a man. I know who I am as a man. I don't gotta say no Diddy. For what? You know, and those who so quick to imply the no Diddy thing, it's like you telling on yourself. Honestly, you telling on yourself. You telling on yourself that your mind went there. If I said that I'm going to season my meat at home or whatever the case is, or if I say that, oh, if I tell my homeboy, hey, I love you, man, and they be like, pause, I'm like, yo, obviously you got an issue within yourself because the first thing that came to your mind is something sexual when I just meant what I said. So I'm not going to sit here and justify myself because I said something. I mean, I'm too old for that, bro. These are games. CTG says, how do you define depression in a practical sense? I define depression as just being in a slump, man, that you can't get out of, bro. It's like a mental abyss you just cannot get out of, man. Like, you don't enjoy nothing. You don't want to do anything. You don't have the energy for nothing like you used to before. Just being in a mental and spiritual abyss. You know, not a good place to be. Not a good place to be. Like I said, I've been there, but there were times I even like questioned my existence. Like, it happens. It happens when you have like a parent who was absent. You know what I'm saying? My mother was absent. I told y'all that in other videos. My mother was not in my life, man. And so like when you have an absent parent, it kind of makes you question your existence. Like dang, like why was I born? Why am I here? You know what I mean? Like you got a family who don't get along and things like that. So it just comes sometimes. It sometimes make you question yourself. You know. But I was born, and that's all that matters. And I'm gonna make the best of my life. It's not up to my mom, you know, to make sure I have a great life. It is, but I'm grown now, and there's nothing she can do about raising me no more. So it's up to me to make the best of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man now. K Marcus, what up, Mike? Says something, Mike. Hey, what up, Marcus? Glad you dropped in, brother. Always good to see you, man. Always good to see you, bro. Elena Brick says, you are so nice. Yeah, I try to be. I try to be. I really try to be. You know. I don't like being angry. I don't like being, you know, I don't like that side of myself. Like, you know how they say like people who come off as nice or calm people, when they get mad, it's really something to see. Like it's like they really get out. Like that's how I am. That's why I try not to ever get like that. Because when I get mad or I get like whatever, I just don't like who I am. So I try to stay even keel, try to stay nice, because getting angry is too easy. It's too easy to do. You know what I mean? But I thank you for that though. Cool Water says, Mike, how about the female? I like 3 years. We never met each other. We are just super cool and super tight and online friends via Facebook. Oh man, y'all never even met each other? Oh. I mean, I don't know. I guess still. I mean, are y'all in different areas or different states or something? Or y'all live like in the same proximity? Sebastian says, praise God, people chase the lust. Why not commitment to being married and start a family? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like, and it's not talked about enough nowadays because people are always preaching. Not always, but a lot of people are talking against marriage. It's like, okay, if you don't want to be married, then okay, that's cool. You don't have to be married. Marriage is not for everyone. Not everybody, and not everyone has to be married. That's one thing that has been wired into our brains, that we got to be married by a certain age and all this other stuff. You do not have to be married. Paul in the Bible was not married. He never married, had never had any kids. But if you plan to be out here sleeping around, if you cannot hold yourself, if you having sexual desires and urges and stuff like that, and you just cannot contain yourself, like the Bible says, it's better to marry than to burn with lust and passion. Find you a wife, man. Find you a husband. Settle down with them, and stay out these streets, man. Like, the streets is not it. Sex is easy to find out here in the streets, bro. I'm telling you, it's easy. Y'all know that. Sex is easy to find out there, bro. All you need to do is go out there to a bar or whatever. You're going to find somebody. Trust me. You're going to find somebody that's willing to let you do whatever. But you think about how nasty that is, bro. Don't be out. No, man. Do not be out here in these streets, bro. Find you a spouse. Seriously. Cool Water says, Mike, society seems as if core values, actual relationships, high morals, and being trustworthy has become completely non-existent. Is this society we're in or a toxic, or is this society we're in or a toxic wasteland? Um, we living in the last days, man. That's why I feel. I truly feel that things that used to be considered evil are now considered good. Things that used to be once considered good is now considered evil. Times have changed, man. It's not the same like it used to be. The morals and principles have dissipated, bro. It's gone. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. So I think social media is a big culprit of that, and I firmly believe that. I think that since the emergence of social media, society is really going like down south, bro. Social media has ruined humanity, bro, because it started out cool. Like when Facebook first like hit the market, people were just on there catching up with old classmates. That's what I was doing, catching up with old classmates, freaking family members, stuff like that. I met siblings of mine that I didn't even, well, I knew about them, but I hadn't seen them in years. We reconnected on Facebook, me and two of my siblings from my dad's side. And, nowadays, man, it's just all kind of debauchery on there, thirst traps, all kind of stuff. I think social media has really been the culprit of the downfall of humanity. That and smartphones. Because now, you got access to so much stuff. Like, again, I'm not knocking the devices. I'm not knocking social media. It's the misuse of these things that has been the downfall of humanity. Nothing wrong with having a smartphone as long as you use it the right way, or there's nothing wrong with social media as long as you use it the right way. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't, and it's just too much out there now. Too much is never a good thing. Blink says, "How are you liking the new place, Big Mike? When can we expect a cooking video?" I'm loving the new place, man, because it's much cheaper. I told y'all why I moved, right? Because I was upstairs and I was paying $3,000 a month, which was making me sick, bro. I mean, I could afford it, but it was still making me sick, bro. Nobody want to pay no $3,000 for a month. Oh my gosh, bro. It was just like, yo, that's a lot of freaking money. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of stinking money, man. $3,000? Dang. So, when my neighbor was moving out, I told y'all he went back to Poland. And I was just asking him. Me and my wife was just talking to him. We was asking him, like, yo, how much you paid for rent here? He said he paid $2,100. I was like, oh man, no. We gotta move. We gotta move, man. And the landlord has just raised it to $2,200, but that's still $800 cheaper than $3,000. I didn't care. I'm like, shit, $2,200 is still darn good compared to $3,000, man. So we moved with the quickness. I called my current landlord upstairs and was like, yo, we moving, bro. Like, we out. Like, I'm gonna give you your freaking another $3,000 for breaking the lease. Cause that's what I had to pay for a penalty for breaking the lease. Cause I wasn't out of my lease until May of next year. But I wasn't gonna wait that long. We had to move, man. The hell with that. We was out there so quick and got down here, and it's been a blessing. And the cooking video, I'm definitely gonna be doing here real soon. I'm not gonna give you an exact date, but when I post it, you'll definitely see it. Just stay tuned for it, okay? I'm just gonna be posting some like how I do little stuff. I'm just not gonna be no Martha Stewart, type of deal. You know what I mean? But just to teach you young people how to freaking cook, man. Some of y'all, not saying all y'all like that, but young folks, some of you young folks don't know how to cook, man. So I'm just gonna kind of be a big brother to y'all and show y'all how I do some stuff. Olivia says hi. What up, Olivia? Antoine Jackson says, everyone, what up? What up, Antoine, man? Thanks for dropping in, bro. Mosey Williams says, sometimes there's hype in person that some realize they haven't seen them in over 13 years. Sometimes there's hype in person, then someone realizes they haven't seen them in over 13 years. I don't really understand your question. Can you ask in a way that I understand it? Because based on how you typed it, I'm not trying to be funny. I really don't understand what you're asking me. Excuse me. I mean, that's one thing I don't like about text. Sometimes text could be easily misinterpreted, or you don't really get it. Kanye says, I'm currently listening to at work and it's making it go by faster. Okay. Christopher Gomez says, hi, what up, Chris? Bingo, love this. Appreciate you. King Marcus says, church is about money to me. I feel like it's a scam. Well, the corrupt churches are about money, but there's good churches out there, Marcus, man. You just got to find the right one, bro. Just pray and ask God to lead you to the right church, all right? Because church is important. I don't like to call it church. I call it fellowship. Fellowshipping is very important because, like the Bible even says, to not forsake, not to forsake the assembly. I forgot how it went. To not forsake the assembly. You know what I'm saying, of fellowshipping. Fellowshipping is very important. It keeps you inspired, encouraged. And you can definitely learn from other believers, man. So I would definitely encourage you to go, find you a good one though. Like the corrupt churches are about money, like I said, and apparently there are a lot like that, unfortunately. But not all of them. Not all of them are like that, man. Just find you a good one. Find you one that's Bible based, that's preaches from the Word. They stick to the Word, and they don't make money like the primary thing there. Because the one me and my wife go to here now, the one me and my wife go to, he don't ever talk about money. Like that guy does not, man. We got blessed with the awesome pastor, man. This guy does not ever bring up money, not one time. Matter of fact, they don't even pass around collection plates in that church. When you go in there, there's the table for it. They got the tithing plates and stuff like that. You drop your tithes off and you go into the assembly, and then you do your thing. He preaches, and then you go home. He don't pass around the collection plate 3 or 4 times throughout the service. So he don't do all of that. Marie Harper says, hello, I'm back. Just stopping by. Welcome back, Marie. Kanye says, not gonna lie, editing ain't the move. I could maybe understand if you are in the same state, but otherwise, no, not my style. Yeah, man. Yeah, that long distance stuff ain't cool, bro. People aren't supposed to have casual sex. It's disgusting and a waste. Yeah, it is. It is. Israel, you are totally, totally right. That's not it, man. And I had because when I was young, my mind was messed up, bro. I thought that that made a man out of you because that's how we were taught. It made a man out of you, but man, it takes a lot more from you than it gives to you. So you are totally right, bro. Do not do that. It's a waste of life. Feed the Creamer says Germany should be a part of the South, U.S. or not, Big Mike. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess if you say so. Feed the cream. It says push a like. Yeah, man, hit the like button, y'all. If you ain't hit the like button, yeah, hit the like button, man. We chopping it up tonight, man. I need to catch up on my comments, so you guys, I'm gonna shut up for a minute, catch up with my comments. All right. I know y'all probably been waiting for me to shut up anyway. People comment on social media things they wouldn't say in real life. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like that's why I don't worry about this stuff, because it's like, man, when I walk the streets, man, nobody ever walks up on me talking to me crazy. They in social media, people get courage because they know they don't got to deal with you in real life. So man, that's why I like you don't let social media comments get to y'all, man, for real. Yeah, but Blink, man, you doing a good job moderating. I see a lot of comments being deleted, so you're doing a great job. Thank you. Looking the best, 50 states, one fill in the blank to realize who owns us. Okay. In Rhode Island, I stayed to my little shrimpy sticky stick too. Okay. Unknown destination, salute from the UK. Yo, shout out, man. Shout out to the UK. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Cool Water says, Mike, can you please help us understand why these new women only want money over a relationship? They won't date you unless you make a certain amount of money or drive a certain type of whip. Okay, that's because these women are of the world, man. That's simply put, they're of the world. They're of the devil. They're not of God. And because if they were of God, they wouldn't be looking for just material items. A lot of these women nowadays are just full of the devil. They're full of just worldly lust, and that's what they come. That's what comes with them. They come with wanting material things. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting a man with money. You know, a man who can take care of you. I think women's they're how can I put this, man? They're wired to want a man who can do something for them, to provide for them. That's just how it is, right? But when you make that everything, like you just got to have a certain amount, like the astronomical amounts, like that's what throw me off. These women who out here talking about, oh, a man got to make a $500,000 a year, like, yo, really? I mean, most men don't. Most men are not gonna make that amount of money. You know what I'm saying, per year. You know, so if they don't make that amount of money, then they're disqualified from finding real love. That's not cool. I understand they don't want someone who's broke either, because if they fall pregnant or whatever, they gotta have a man who can provide a lifestyle for them, a house or something, a roof over their head, food on the table. I mean, that's common sense, you know. But when you make that when you make that the sole reason why you're talking to someone, that's when the problem lies. You got to be more than just the money. Money is a part of it because money is very important. Money is very important, man. Don't let anybody fool y'all, man. Money is very, very important, but it should not be the end all be all. And like I said, those women who won't talk to you unless you drive a certain kind of car or make a certain amount, they're telling on themselves. Antoine says that's true. The internet is a tool that can be used for good or evil. Absolutely. Absolutely. Looking at best says all the women our age shop at Ross. They have insane standards, but live like homeless people. That's a fact. Um, Looking at best says, but that's because this generation is the first to have it worse than the last. Yeah. Oh, and they just produced the final penny yesterday, so solidifying how much our money is losing its value. Dang, really? You look that up, man. Cool Water says, Mike, what's your thoughts on gold diggers and backstabbers? Don't deal with them. Plain and simple. Don't deal with them. Once you see that, stay away from them. I don't really got no thoughts about them because they exist. They're not going nowhere. They're like roaches. They're not going nowhere. But once you realize that in them, stay away from them. Cool Water says, Mike, 3,000 a month, bro. That amount, I would just go and sleep in my SUV or something. I can't do it, boss. Hey, yeah, it was real, man. It was real. Like I said, I mean, though I could afford it, it was still making me mad, bro. Like that was pissing me off. That's a lot of money, man. Like, dude, when I was in San Diego, I was only paying like 1,300 a month for my apartment over there when I was in San Diego. So I couldn't imagine ever paying on 3,000 a month. Boy, 3,000 a month is crazy. So best believe we were happy to move. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, Mike. The price of rent got me mad enough to one could drop kick a horse. I'm sick of this stuff. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. Rent prices is wild. Sid says, I would never say something into texture on social media that I'm not willing to say face to face. Facts, man. That's why I don't worry about the stuff people say on social media. They can talk crazy all they want to, but whatever, man. I don't got time. I mean, I got things going on, bro. I don't got time for that. And only people, and I realize the only people who got time to do stuff like that is people who unhappy. They hate their life. They hate anything positive. They just hate. They're hateful people. People who get online and say stuff like that, just hateful people. They're evil people. So I don't worry about them, man. Let them go, bro. I don't care about people who got something to say online that they probably would never say to your face, bro. Evil, hateful people that's miserable in their own life. Because people who are like happy in their life, they don't got time to be doing this type of stuff. I'm telling you, when you got things going on, you making moves, and you got people who love you and you love them, you're not out here trying to spew hate, man. You're not out here doing that. Those are miserable people, hateful people. Why give them your energy and your time? Let them live, man. Let them, whatever, man. Get them out of here. Go be hateful somewhere else. Tony, I don't understand why people camp out in grizzly bear country without guns. Yeah, that's wild to me, boy. You'll never catch me in nature without a weapon. That's not gonna happen. Because I want to be prepared for any time something may approach me. God forbid. Nah, bro. I'm not about to be out nowhere, no woods without no weapon. No one has friends anymore, Elite City says. Times have changed, man. Friends are not what they used to be. You know, friends are not what they used to be, man. You know, unfortunately. A lot of backstabbing, a lot of two-faced people out here now. It's just not what it used to be, man. Antoine Jackson says, I'll be 40 in 2 months. I'm trying to make sure my 40s are better than my 30s were. That's all about, that's what it's about, bro. So that's what life is about, man. Elevation, you know, getting better with age and time, you know, because that's what I'm doing, right? I'm in my 40s, bro. Like, my 20s and even a lot of my 30s were a waste, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I told y'all, I did a lot of stuff I'm not proud of, man. I did a lot of womanizing, clubbing, chasing. I'm telling you, bro, I did a lot of stuff that I'm not proud of, man. A lot of stuff. I just stupid, bro. Stupid. You know, getting drunk, going to clubs, chasing women. I lived for that for a long time. And then when I got to be like in my, probably more so my late 30s, and I'm like, all right, man, like, I gotta slow down, man. I gotta stop this nonsense, bro, because I don't want to be some old man one day just wondering where my whole life went. Yeah, I wasted a lot of my life doing stuff I'm not proud of, man. But okay, I've done that. I'm over that. You know, learn from it, keep it pushing. That's why I talk to y'all so much about this type of stuff because I know I'm not the only one who's been through that or may go through it. So I want to encourage you guys to just be better. Blood Vision says hello, Mike. What up, man? Daniel says what's good, bro. Hey, what's happening, Daniel? How you doing, family? Hobbies also decline. Yeah, facts, man. General Bullseye, what up, General Bullseye? How you doing, man? Long time supporter right there, man. Much love, man. Mosley Williams says, what do you think about people who try to impress people at institutions? Then when they leave, they never talk to them or see them again. It seems like it's not worth trying to impress others so much. Yeah, it's not. It's not. You know, that stuff is short lived, man. I don't try to impress nobody no more, because people are gonna like you. People are gonna like you. People are not gonna like you, man. Trying to impress people is just a waste of time. Who's drawn to you is gonna be drawn to you. Who's not is not. And I mean, yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. Do you think AI is taking over? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I don't like the way the direction is going in, you know, because I'm already seeing a lot of stuff that I'm like, yo, they need to chill with this AI stuff, man, because when it's used to deceive and, you know, promote evil, I'm not for that. Like anything, like AI can be used for, you know, it can be used for good benefit, you know what I mean? Like you can learn things from AI, you know what I'm saying? But as long as like, but like everything else, it starts off, you know, as something that may be, it may be deemed as practical, and then freaking it just goes off the deep end and starts being used for evil, man. I don't like that. I don't like how they use like celebrities. They do like these AI celebrity freaking clips and stuff, or they use AI to like change someone or to frame someone as if they said something and they didn't say it. I'm not a fan of that, man. But yeah, it is unfortunately. Because, you know, another reason why AI is taking over is because real intelligence is declining, bro. Real intelligence is declining. You know, you know, I'm kind of diverting away from what you were saying, but I saw a clip today when it was talking about today's students. I seen like this clip on YouTube earlier talking about today's students. These teachers were getting online and venting about the students, man. Like they're like, yo, these students don't want to learn. They just so they on their phone. They just want to scroll on their phone. They don't want to learn no more. And I'm thinking to myself, see, that's the problem with so much technology, man. These students are not worried about learning no more. They're just too distracted with social media now. They're too distracted with whatever they're doing on their freaking phones. See, when I came up in the era, we didn't have phones. We had books. We had to go to the library. So we actually had to go and search for information. We didn't have Google. We didn't have ChatGPT. We didn't have none of the, no freaking smartphones. So, you know, I honestly think that our generation, that's how we grew to be smart, because we actually had to go and research things. We had to actually go and find stuff. We had to read. You know, we had to actually pay attention in class if we want to pass the test. It was no, oh, I don't got to pay attention to her. I just Google that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had that. So, yeah, this generation's, man, it's wild, bro. Is grocery prices still insanely high, Big Mike? Oh, yeah, grocery prices crazy. I mean, I'm just thankful, man. I don't worry about anything. I really don't. Like, I've always had faith in God, and God has always taken good care of us. Like, yeah, I told y'all earlier, my rent is high. It was high. I mean, I got a cheaper apartment now. But even with all of that, man, like prices, we never went hungry. We good, man. Like, but it is high. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it is high. Apart from being well fed, well taken care of by the good Lord above, things are high. But it don't matter about what's going on around you. If you truly trust in God and believe in God, He's gonna make sure you're taken care of. And it's not about having a bag. Everyone talking about getting to the bag. Not everyone's gonna be rich. The Bible says you're gonna have the poor with you always. Some people are just not gonna have a lot of money, man. But not having a lot of money and being poor is two different things. Being poor, in my humble opinion, is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. You don't know when you're gonna eat, how you're gonna eat. You don't know anything. Like you don't know. Like you like, yo, You scared at this point because you don't know how you're going to eat. If you're going to eat anytime soon, that's real like poverty. If you're able to eat, let's say you make enough to take care of yourself. You don't have a lot of money to save, but you make enough to pay your bills, you make enough to eat and do what you need to do. You blessed. A lot of people out here don't have that. A lot of people out here don't have that. If you eating well, you healthy, you can pay your rent, you can pay friggin' your bills and stuff. Even if you only got $100 left over after you done everything you need to do, you still blessed. Because a lot of people out here are not able to do that. I think that people just need to really learn to count their blessings, man. People really need to learn to count their blessings and stop complaining so much about what they don't have and focus on what they do have. Jason Morris says, I love you, brother. Hey, love you too, bro. Love you too, man. Anybody who's the real supporter of mine, I'm talking about real supporter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you show real love. I love you too, man. For real. General Bullseye says, Generation Alpha is beyond gone. I'm a Generation Z, but I matured quick, and this is ridiculous. And this is atrocious. Yeah, man. Today's times we living in is crazy, and that's what hurts when you from a previous generation, is that when you see the transition from what we grew up having to this stuff now, it hurts watching this stuff, man. I weep for this generation. I really do. I weep for this generation. I really, really do. You know, because they're not gonna know what it's like to have the simple things we grew up with, man. Just knowing how to live life and enjoy life. You know, it's just, I don't even understand this world we live in sometimes, man. It's just wild. Y'all, a lot of these young people will never know what real love is. They will never know like the simplicity of love. You know what I mean? Like when we were coming up in school, we wrote notes. You know, like you courted a woman. It was easy to talk to a girl because she wasn't on her freaking phone. You can be on a date and not having to worry about her scrolling on Facebook. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like the stuff they deal with now is just like, I just don't. Like a girl would actually agree to, if you told her I'm taking you out to McDonald's, she was cool with that. It wasn't about, oh, you need to spend $500 on me if you want to take me out on a date. Like, what the heck is that? Like, oh man. Jason says I just got off work. Hey, that's what's up, man. Just getting off the grind, huh? Yes, sir. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go check on my wife real quick. I think she just texted because I'm in our bedroom right now, and she said she's getting tired. So I want to clear the way for her. Maybe I might move to the kitchen or whatever. Y'all give me a second, okay? I'll be right back. Hey, baby. All right, you guys. So we moving the chat to another room here, so I can let my wife get in the room here and settle down. Okay. All right, we good? Y'all can hear me? Perfect. Cool Water says, one sport you can't get into no matter how hard you try. What's that? Do you miss fishing back in of the old place? No, I still live in the same building, Blink. I still live in the same building. I just live in a different apartment. Like I literally moved right downstairs. The apartment we were in was directly upstairs. We just moved to the first floor. That's it. But we still at the same place. I still do my fishing back here sometimes and whatnot. Yeah, man. So Cool Water says AI is predicting some of us in a bad light. Man, I don't even rock with AI like that for real. I really don't. I don't like the direction it's going in. So I kind of stay away from that stuff. Yo, let's see. Okay. Mike Dog, bro, that's why a lot of schools have cell phone bans because the cell phones have become more important than the books and teachers. Yeah, man, like these students ain't focused like they used to, like they should be, man. They just want to scroll on their freaking Facebook, Instagram, check their followers and all this other stuff. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm telling you, like my wife and I, we are praying for a child, and right now we are hoping that we do have one. I'm gonna leave it at that. But in the event I have a child, man, my child ain't getting no freaking smartphone. Like my child is not getting no smartphone, not until they're of age that they can handle it. When they're little kids, no smartphone. You will get a simple little flip phone when you're a child in my house, so you can call myself or their mother if they need to reach us. But that smartphone is not happening, not for my child. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Cool Water says, who wants to teach a class full of people that have their heads buried in their phones? Yeah, that's frustrating, man. Can you imagine trying to teach a lesson and then you just got these kids looking like they ain't interested? They just looking down, scrolling? Like, bro, heck no. Anybody would be frustrated with that. Antoine says, I'm grateful to have my job, my own place, and a Jeep fully paid off. Things are going okay. Yeah, man, you blessed, bro. You blessed. You blessed. You blessed. And that's why I don't advocate people who always getting online complaining, bro. Like, you complaining about, oh, I don't have a $200,000 a year job. You don't need all that, man. Like, it's a blessing to have that amount of money. Don't get me wrong. Who don't want to make 200,000 a year? Anybody would, right? But I don't need that to be happy. I'm happy with what I got, bro. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm healthy, man. We eat good. I don't miss no meals. My wife don't miss no meals. My rent is always paid on time. I pay my taxes. You know, when things are paid, we pay them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Yes, sir, Antoine. I felt that. I felt that comment, bro. Truly blessed, man. We just live in a world of people who complain. They just find every little reason to complain, like woe is me attitude. I don't do all that. Antoine says, folks be tripping in the chat. Yeah, they can trip all they want to. It ain't affecting me. You gotta think, man. It's a live chat, man. You got all kind of people roaming through here, scrolling, or they gonna say stuff. You got a lot of racists out there, a lot of hateful people who ain't doing nothing with their life, and they just want to come through and spew hate. But you know what, Antoine, I'm gonna make you a moderator, man. I like you, bro. I just made you a moderator. So you see some craziness, get him up out of here. Cool Water, make you a moderator as well. Jason says, that's my brother. Yeah, man. God bless you, bro. Sorry, I'm driving my son, listening to you every day. Hey, man. You know, man, Jason, you know what? You a moderator too. You a supporter, man. I can tell. You a moderator, man. Like, I love y'all who support me, for real. Those of y'all who really support me, I love y'all, man. Whether it's one of y'all, whether it's 100 of y'all, I don't care. I just love those who support, who really truly support. Thank y'all so much. Blink says, Big Mike, I thought you handled the last live very professionally. Thank you, Blink. Thank you. Just age, maturity. I don't see a point in getting upset because I'm telling you, man, that these folks try to bait you online. They try to say stuff to get you irate and get you out of your element, just so they can make you look like a fool on camera. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing that, and those people, I clearly understand where they're coming from mentally. They don't have nothing going on. They don't have nothing going on in their life. They hate their lives. So when I understand that now, being older, that I've seen enough of life and people to know that when you are truly happy and content in your life and you are thriving and you're trying to aim for success, you are not out there trying to spew hate. So people who got time to do that, they're the ones who are just not doing nothing. They hate their life, man. They don't love their life. Because if you love your life, you cannot be out there doing all this type of stuff, man. So I understand that. So it's like, bro, I'm not gonna let some Joe Blow who I don't know, who will never say that to my face, who just talking mess from his freaking laptop, get me upset. So they can just make a fool out of me on camera and just be laughing at me on the other end from their freaking basement. No, no, they're not gonna get it. No way. But thank you for that, Blink. Cool Water says, Mike, I think IG models and OnlyFans is responsible for the destruction of the new modern woman. They can drop some clothes and simps will trick money like crazy. Cool Water, facts, facts. That's why, man, you hit it on the head, bro. You hit it on the head, Cool Water, on the head. Um, Good night, bud. I'll be there in a bit. Let's see. Yeah, but getting back to your comment, Cool Water. That's again that I blame social media. I blame the smartphones in the wrong hands, and I blame the simps. Cause I'm telling y'all, man, women will stop doing the stuff if men quit supporting. If they stop supporting the stuff, women will stop doing it. See, men got to get themselves right before women to get themselves right. Because ain't no woman gonna be out there. No woman is gonna stop doing this stuff if you got these fools out here supporting it. I mean, why would she want it? Why would she keep posting the stuff on freaking OnlyFans if ain't nobody supporting it? People keep supporting it because you got people out there who are freaking desperate, lonely, miserable, and they got nothing else better to do. So they subscribe to this type of stuff and put money in these women's pockets, bro. Like it's like crazy to me. Like, here's what I never understood, man. I never understood this. Cool Water. We all know this, right? We all know that with smartphones, you got access to anything you want to watch. You got access to anything. You can listen. I'm not advocating people watching like porn or nothing like that. I'm not advocating that at all. All I'm saying is that like you can watch that for free if you really want to. Why are you watching people basically doing the same thing and paying them? That is insane to me. You paying for this stuff, bro? If you paying for that, man, you the lowest of the simps. Lowest of the simps. I never understood that at all. Oh, Suji, I hope I said that right. Do you have a good lasagna recipe? Yo, I need to make a lasagna, bro. I haven't made a lasagna in years. I know how to make lasagna, yeah, but I hadn't made a lasagna in years. Matter of fact, that's probably gonna be one of my ones I show y'all, man, how I do my lasagna. I'm gonna show y'all that. I haven't done lasagna in a long, long, long time. Probably, honestly, I probably hadn't made a lasagna in over 15 years, 20 years. It's been a long time. I still know how to make it though. yeah, man, we're gonna get to it, y'all. I want to bring some stuff to this channel other than just me talking to y'all all the time. I want to kind of give y'all some of my like, you know, inside stuff, like what I do on a day to day, when I work out, maybe, in, when I cook, whatever the case is. Just showing y'all some basic life skills on top of me just talking to y'all all the time. So I definitely want to do some things like that. But that's coming. I promise you that. That's coming. Blank says, schools in my division banned it this year. Antoine says, I got you. My man, appreciate you, man. Kanye says, to be honest, most of the live streams that I see tend to be very ignorant, but I guess that attracts people. Exactly. That's why I like listening, watching, because you are just saying facts and good advice. So thank you, homie. Yeah, man. Thank you, Kanye. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, and obviously ignorance attracts. And I'm not for that, man. I'm just not, man. I'm just too old for that. I'm over that. And yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not doing it. Like, it's against my moral code. It's against my beliefs. I'm not gonna sit here and entertain that nonsense. You know, I got a wife. I have bills, man. I don't got time. I don't got time for that. 42 years old. Like, what do I look like being 42, crashing out on the internet? Like, am I 19? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm a grown man, bro. Grown man. No. And y'all know the internet undefeated. The internet's undefeated, man. You crash out on the internet, bro, you done. It's there forever. Like, people want to see that. Paying Antoine says Antoine says paying an OnlyFans model might be beyond thirsty. That's dehydration. Oh man. Facts, bro. That is crazy to me. That's crazy. Antoine, I agree, dog. That's crazy work. Yo, you cracked me up with that one, man. Like, for real, that is crazy work to me. Ford is crazy. Like, what do these guys think? They think they're gonna pay an OnlyFans model to watch them do whatever they do on camera. I don't know anything about OnlyFans. I know about it, of course. I heard of it, but I never subscribed to nobody. I don't do that, man. OnlyFans might. What? I'm not paying for nothing. Get out of here. Even when I keep it real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I watched porn before in my life. Who hasn't watched porn in their life? Most of us have, right? But you can watch that for free. I'm not paying for that. Like, you crazy? Like, no, I'm not paying to watch nobody do nothing. Man, I'm not paying nothing. Get out of here. That is crazy work. Like, what do you think? Do you think these girls gonna see how much you contributed and then fall in love with you or something? Like, they don't care. They just want to. Listen, I've watched porn in my life before. Keep it real with y'all about that. I've been to strip clubs when I was younger and wild. I've been to strip clubs, all that stuff. But boy, that's as far as I went. Like, I'm not paying nobody online for nothing, man. That is wild work. Like you said, Antoine, you beyond thirsty at that point, bro. Like, Dragon Master says, what do you think about the Bucks loss to the Bills? Be honest with you, Dragon, I don't really think nothing of it. I don't watch football, man. I'm more of an NBA fan. I watch the Super Bowl. That's about it. I don't keep up with the NFL season at all. I don't know. I used to love football when I was young, like in the '90s when Deion Sanders was playing. It was exciting back then. Just don't watch football like I used to. It's just not the same game to me. So I watch NBA. I watch certain people in the NBA. I watch a lot of Steph Curry. I love boxing and the UFC. Whenever John Jones is fighting, that's about all I watch. But yeah, man, football. Aaron says, yo, what up, Aaron? Blank says, where's Kobe? Oh, he right here. Come here, boy. I don't mean to wake you up. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry to wake you up. He right here. He's my boy. Anonymous says, greeting from Chile, brother. Yo, Anonymous, what's up, man? Salute to Chile. Yo, I see this message that's Blink. I see that you timed this person out, but I'm gonna read it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind this question. Money, Money's Wells asked, "Have you ever killed anyone?" No, I never killed anybody. Never killed anybody, and I never. I hope to never have to kill anybody. I don't want to do that. Like that's not my. That's not a goal of mine in life. I never want to kill anybody. Never had to. I hope I never have to. But I will in defense of my life or defense of my family's life. Absolutely, I would. But I never had to. No. Only in self-defense would I do that. But I'm not going to do that just because somebody pissed me off. No. Yeah, it's my boy. I love you. I love you, boy. Yeah, he's a handful, man. Y'all hear me when I say he's a handful? This cat is something else, bro. He sleeps probably 15 hours a day. But when he's up, this little rascal right here, bro, energy ball, bro. Energy ball. He is no bad self, man. He's this freaking kitten. He's so bad, man. He gotta always daggone. He's bad, man. He always getting into stuff. Yeah, love you though. Yeah, those of y'all who don't know, I got him from the SPCA a little over 2 weeks ago. You know, I said I love dogs. I love cats too, but I think that with me and my wife's lifestyles and our schedules, it was just better for us to get a cat because I'm gone for 12 hours. My wife is gone for 9 hours when she works, so it just makes better sense to get a cat because they're more self-reliant. They don't rely on people. They don't rely on you as much. All they need is a clean litter box and some food, and they good. They can survive. They can survive on this by themselves for a long time. You leave a dog alone for 12 hours, y'all know you can come back to your pissed up and crapped in apartment. I'm not trying to have that. So, cats is where it's at, bro. Yeah. You want to put you down? Oh, I'm sorry. You were sleeping when I picked you up, so let me go ahead and put him down because he was chilling and I had to disturb him. Blank says, "What's your take on LeBron?" Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a good one. What's your take on LeBron James' son? Father and son numbers are close to Kobe Bryant. My take on LeBron James' son. I think he does not belong in the NBA. That's what I think. He's not good enough. He does not belong in the league, man. Like, listen, I'm not against nepotism. I'm not against that at all. But when it comes to the NBA, you got to be good enough to be there. Like, you can't just ride it on someone's coattail just because you're their relative. Like, you cannot be doing that, man. We're not talking a construction job or Burger King. This is the NBA. Like, where if you're not good enough to be there, it's going to be exposed, man. Like you cannot. No, no, he does not belong in the league. He trash. You know, and my thing is this. I don't even listen. This dude trash, bro. He trash. And I don't even like using that word, but the dude is trash. Like, who have you ever heard of? Who else have you ever heard of in college that averaged 4 points and made it to the NBA? Nobody. Like, nah, man. Like, my thing is this. That's what I liked about the old school fathers, like Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, people like that. What's the other one? Freaking Gary Payton. They got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Gary Payton got a son in the NBA, but Michael Jordan, I already know, like, he's not going to let his son play in the league if he knows his son ain't good enough. Like, he knows what comes with the NBA, bro. He knows the expectations placed on you in the NBA. And he's honest. I'm sure he's going to be honest with his kid. Like, his kid played, I think, ball in college. He's going to be like, nah, bro. You're like, no, you're not. No, you cannot. You ain't ready. It's a man's game, bro. You're not ready for the league. But, no, man. I don't. No. I'm sorry. Bronny, good kid, nice kid, like him, but he does not belong in the NBA. Period. I don't care what people say about it. Oh, and one thing that makes me mad about it is I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. I really am. I love the Lakers. I loved Kobe Bryant when he was playing with the league. I grew up on the 2000 Lakers, man, with Shaq and Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel. That's the Lakers I grew up watching, bro. Entertaining. You know, like about that life, man. They was serious about ball, man. Like, and then here comes LeBron on the Lakers, bro. I can't do LeBron James. I'm sorry. Like, he great player. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player, but he's not my cup of tea. That's it. And then his son, oh my God, his son does not belong in the league, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. He don't belong in the league. Cats are actually pretty cool pets. They're more affectionate than people think. Oh yeah, yeah. I love cats, man. Cats where it's at, bro. Cats where it's at. Like, they be chilling. And cats give you your time too. That's what I love about cats, man. Cats, they come and go. Like, they come when they want to come, and then when they want to be left alone, they go over there and do their little thing. They don't keep bothering you all freaking day. As long as you got enough entertainment for a cat and you got their litter box and their food, they leave you alone, man. They be chilling. They will come to you, get some affection, and then they go back to what they were wanting to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I freaking love cats. Come here, boy. You ain't sleep. You ain't sleep. You trying to act like you sleep. You ain't sleep. I watched you open your eyes, boy. You ain't sleep. No. You gonna take this. No, don't get no attitude with me. Ace of Kings says, whatever that says. Have you heard the good news? What good news? The price of sin is death, and Jesus. Yes, I have heard the good news. Yeah. Am I sorry? Am I bothering you? Am I bothering you? You're like, man, I don't want to be on this camera, man. Put me down. All right, man. All right, bro. All right, man. All right. All right, man. You can chill, bro. I'll put you down. Hey, you gotta do all that, man. Cats are far better for not pooping in your house. Oh yeah. And when I got him from the SPCA, he was already litter box trained, so I didn't even have to train him. He was already trained to use a litter box. He just go in there, do his thing, and I ain't got to worry about him. He never pissed in my house, never pooped in it, nothing. Cool Water says, Mike, salute, boss. Appreciate the mod status wrench. 100. Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, say you a supporter, man. I gotta look out for my supporters, bro. Thank you, for real. Natalie Gray. What up, Natalie? Can you give a shout out to Nick? To who? Antoine says Ronnie should have stayed all 4 years in college. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good kid, but nah, man. Just no. Like they don't see this. Like it's like, bro. Like it. Oh my god. I don't. Like, you know what? I'm just going. I'm not gonna get started again on that. I can go all day on that. I just don't. I just do not do the whole nepotism when it comes to the NBA, bro. Either you're good enough to be there or you're not. Ain't no bunch. I don't care who your father is. And you know one thing I noticed, Antoine. I'm gonna just talk to you real quick, Antoine. You know one thing I noticed. Man, is very. I don't think I ever seen like a great a great parent who was in the league of any professional sport. Let's say it was like football, baseball, basketball, whatever. I don't think I've ever seen a father who was great and his son was great. It's always going to be a father who was like, he was either good, he was okay, or he wasn't all that good. And his son is a superstar, or the son may not be all that good, and the dad is great. You don't hardly ever. I don't think I've ever seen two like the father and the son both be equally great. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron is a great player. We all know that. Great player. I don't. He's not better than Michael Jordan in my eyes. He's not even better than Kobe Bryant. I don't care what nobody say, but he's a great player. I put him top 10. He's top 10 and definitely for sure. But to think, I mean, bro, that's a lot of pressure to come in the league, man. Your father being LeBron James, bro. That's a lot of pressure, man. Like these people are looking at like Bronny, like he's supposed to be LeBron, the second coming, and it's just not the case, man. He's not that good. He's just not. Simple. He's not LeBron. He's not LeBron. He's not LeBron. He's not LeBron. He's not. He's never gonna be LeBron. So I don't know what they're doing with this kid, man. I mean, whatever, man. Let him go, man. Get off my Lakers, bro. LeBron's number is 23 and Junior is 9. Kobe's was 8 and 24. Huh. Wow, I never even thought about that. That's wow. So what are they trying to say? That they're one above? I don't know. Like, whatever. Cool Water says Giannis's brother, Giannis, doesn't belong in the league either, Mike. I don't really know much about him, but I mean, I haven't heard much about him. So obviously, if I haven't heard much about him, then obviously he must not be that good. Because I watch the NBA a lot, man. I watch basketball quite a bit. Like, that's my favorite sport, the NBA. And then boxing. No, I take that back. Boxing and then the NBA. I love boxing. But I love the NBA too. So if I ever heard about this dude, then he definitely probably is not that great. Kanye says he's camera shy. Oh, no, he ain't camera shy. He just got a little attitude because he was chilling and I picked him up when he was chilling. When he's chilling, he like to be left alone. That's one thing about this cat. He's very moody. Yeah, I pick him up and he's laying down and chilling. He kind of be like, man, you know, like, yeah, get off me. But then when he want to cuddle and come up to you and be all cute and all this nonsense, then it's like a woman. You know how women are. Women very moody. You know, when they want to cuddle, they'll come to you. Just let the women. You gotta let the woman go. Just like a cat. It's like cats, bro. You gotta let the woman go. Don't chase after her, nothing like that. When she wants to come to you, she'll come to you. She's like a cat, man. But when they want to chill, let them chill. Don't chase. Let them come to you. Blink says, does Kobe eat wet, dry, or both, Big Mike? Welcome to the internet family, Kobe. Yeah, he eats both wet and dry. I feed him mostly wet. I put a little bit of, I'm sorry, I feed him mostly dry food. I put a little bit of wet food in there just to kind of make it more tasty and interesting for him. But I don't put much wet food in there, just mostly dry and a little bit of, like I said, a little wet food. and then he tears it up, man. He eats good. I feed him twice a day. He eats really good here, so and he ain't complaining. He chilling. Ain't that right, boy? Dang, where he go? Oh man, he over there on the couch. Look at him. You know, I went over there. I don't even seen him leave. He over there on the couch, man, chilling. Yeah, he don't want to be bothered right now. He in his own world right now. It's all good. Cool Water says, Mike, King Griffey Jr. or King Griffey Sr. and King Griffey Jr. There's one pair right there. Yeah, but that's very rare. Is what my point was. I mean, I'm not saying, yeah, King Griffey Sr. was a great player. I think Jr. was better, but King Griffey Sr. was a very good player. I mean, but it doesn't happen a lot. You don't see that very often. You don't see that very often. Like look at Kobe Bryant. His dad played in the NBA. Nobody hears about his dad. Nobody talks about his dad playing in the NBA like that. His dad was obviously he had to be good to make it to the NBA, but like he wasn't Kobe. Kobe took it to another level. Or freaking let's say Steph Curry. His dad played in the NBA. His dad was good. Don't get me wrong, his dad was good. He was a good player. But Steph Curry was like, you know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't happen like that. That you have a father that was great and his son was equally great. A lot of times what happens is when you have a father that was great, their sons are not gonna be as good, man, because their sons don't have the hunger that the dad had. Because the kid grew up rich. Like when these kids grew up rich in these professional athletes' homes and all this other stuff in these neighborhoods, like they're not gonna have the same hunger as the dad who had to come up in the hood. The dad had to grow up in the hood playing ball at the park in the hood or whatever the case was. The sons are not gonna have the same level of hunger, man. The dad did it so he can survive. The son doing it just because he want to live up to a name. You feel me? So it's just not the same drive, man, that they have. That's why a lot of times you don't get a great father and a great son. Either the father was, like I said, he was okay, he's pretty good, and the son was even better, or the son was not that good and the dad was great. Antoine says, yeah, I think you're probably right, Mike. I don't know how good Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad was. Exactly. I mean, like, he was good. Obviously, he was on the professional baseball team, so he had to be good. But Ken Griffey Jr. was something else, man. That man was a beast. Ken Griffey Jr., man, he made me want to play baseball. I'm not going to lie. Ken Griffey Jr. made baseball look cool. Like, I love Ken Griffey, man. Beautiful swing. Like, one of the best defensive players I've ever seen in the center field. I mean, too bad he never got a World Series championship, man. That dude was a monster, man. Great, 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 great player. I mean, the dude had like, and with injuries, he had over 600 home runs. If Ken Griffey Jr. never got hurt, if he never got injured, he easily would have been the home run king. And he never took steroids. You never heard Ken Griffey Jr. with steroid allegations. Never, not one time. Ken Griffey Jr. had natural power, man. He would. I think if he never got hurt, he would have hit over 800 home runs in his career. I think so. I think he would have went over 800. The man was a monster. Cool Water says Bronny is a shorter, 6'2", smaller, unathletic, uninspired version of his dad, Mike. Am I right or am I right? Yeah, man, like, bro, that kid is a gamer. He's not an NBA player, bro. Everybody knows that. He's a gamer. I mean, LeBron's a billionaire. I mean, how... Bro, your dad's a billionaire. You're not going to have the same drive as your dad, bro. LeBron came from the hood. See, LeBron came up poor. His mom was on welfare, whatever the case was. His mom was, they couldn't pay the rent or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came up hard, man. So he had to make it to the league. He had a different hunger, a different desire. His son grew up rich. His son ain't gonna have the same drive as him. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I think his son trying to live up to a name right now. His son trying to live up to, oh, I'm LeBron James' son. I got to represent. But you're not LeBron. It's just not happening, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's just not going to. No, no, not LeBron. You're not gonna be. He's not. He's never gonna be LeBron. And I think that. Society is kind of like doing him a disservice because they're expecting him to be LeBron instead of just being Bronny. They're trying to make him like LeBron. He's not LeBron, bro. He's not LeBron. Stop trying to make him LeBron and let him be the player he's going to be. Whether he's a trash player, he can be an okay player. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Let him be who he is and stop trying to compare him to his dad all the time. That's the pressure that he has, is having to live up to being LeBron James' son. That's not fair because I don't expect him to be like LeBron, and he's just not going to be. He's just not going to be. Like, you grew up rich, man. You know, that's like a professional boxer. Like, you hear a lot of these fighters, right? That had to grow up in the hood. They fought their way to being rich and having fame and fortune. And like Mike Tyson, for example. I remember Mike Tyson was asked if he wanted his son to be a fighter, and he was like, no. Mike Tyson grew up in the projects of Brownsville, Brooklyn. The hood, the gutter of hoods. He grew up in a freaking jungle. So he had a different freaking intensity, a different hunger to make it out of there. I remember Mike Tyson said, and they asked him, do you want your son to be a fighter? He was like, no. Why? My son don't know what it's like to grow up hungry. He don't know struggle. You think I want him to go in the ring and fight somebody like me? You know what I'm saying? His son ain't gonna want that smoke. So you know, like, yeah. Blink says, Big Mike, you said you had a dog that chewed everything. Tell us about your past dogs. um, well, my past dog I'm talking about was the dog who I explained. I think I told y'all he got hit by a car. But his name was Bruno. He was a pit bull, American pit bull. And he was a puppy. Yeah, I worked the overnight shift and came home. He chewed up all my stuff. My CDs, DVDs, chewed up my cell phone, chewed up my Jordans. Like, this dog destroyed my room. I chewed up everything he can get his freaking teeth on. I'm talking about, it was crazy. I went in that room and saw that. I was like, bro, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, man. It was like, you know how like you can't even, how you see something that's so overwhelming you can't even react. You just be sitting there looking at it like, bro, I can't even react right now. That's how it was. But I had him. He was the only dog I really count because I had a dog before that. But I had this one dog, but I had to let him go. Like, I had to get rid of him because he was such an idiot. That dog was so dumb. Like, he was a dumb dog. I'm talking about, like, frustrating to have, man. Like, he would get loose, and then I would try to call him to get him back in the yard and tie him up, and he would just run and make me chase him for like so long. I mean, he was just, he was so stupid. I couldn't stand that dog. So yeah, I had my dad get rid of him. He didn't harm him. Don't think that, y'all. He didn't harm the dog. He just released him, let him go. That dog was so stupid, man. But then I got my pit bull, Bruno. He was a great dog, loved him. He just got out one night and got hit by a car, and that hurt me for a long time. But yeah, he was a good dog, man. Antoine says, I missed that post-up game in basketball. I was a combo guard in high school back in OKC. Yeah, man. You OKC, huh? Okay. Yeah, but for sure, man. Like, I missed the fundamentals of the game. You know, like Antoine, for example, right? People like to say Steph Curry ruined the league. Steph Curry did not ruin the league. It's people who tried to emulate Steph Curry who ruined the league. I think Steph Curry is a complete player. He's known for shooting threes, but this dude is like the real deal. He has mid range. His finishing ability around the rim is underrated. Steph Curry can play, man. Steph Curry, this man be driving in the hole, you know what I'm saying, the paint just, throwing like, bro, that man can play. It's the teams and players who try to emulate Steph Curry that's the problem. But yeah, I missed the post up game too. I missed the smash mouth basketball, like getting in the lane and dunking on people, posterizing folks like Jordan used to do, like freaking Sean Kemp, Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter. I missed those just coming in the hole and just like that was the I missed that. Nowadays everybody trying to play like Steph Curry. It's just not cool. But I feel you. I feel you, bro. Mike 1029 says hi. What up, Mike? Alex says you look like you could be a chill teacher. Teacher? Yeah, I don't know about that, but you never know what life can throw at you. I kind of see myself as that already in a sense because when I talk to you guys, it is kind of like teaching in a sense to the younger generation. So, but as far as teaching in the classroom, I don't think so. I don't got the patience for that. Jasmine Mant says, hello, how's everyone? Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Glad you dropped in. And she also asked, can I ask a question, pretty please? Absolutely, Jasmine. Ask away. What you want? What you want to know? Ask away, please. Cool Water says, I wish we would have been able to see Gigi Bryant playing women's college basketball and the WNBA. I think about that time to time. I'm a huge fan of women's basketball, so I was looking forward to Gigi. Yeah, man, Cool Water, yeah, for real. Gigi would have been, I'm telling you, man, Gigi would have been revolutionary. I'm already knowing that. Gigi would have been cold, and I was so sad when, first of all, I was a big Kobe Bryant fan, so learning that Kobe Bryant passed away just broke my heart. But then hearing his daughter died with him, man, it was like, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about Kobe Bryant, right? I'm gonna tell you a story. I got a story about Kobe, right? Y'all don't believe? Hey, I swear this happened. Got a story about Kobe. So I was stationed. I was in y'all know I'm in the military, right? So I was in San Antonio for a training school. I was in San Antonio for a training school, and while I was there for like 6 weeks. So I was there for those 6 weeks. I was thinking to myself, man, I'm gonna go check out a Lakers game, right? And I was always a Kobe fan, so I wanted to see Kobe Bryant play in person. I bought the ticket. Lakers came to town to see the San Antonio Spurs. They came to town, and I was so excited. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go see Kobe, dog. I was lit. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking. I was lit, bro. I was like, I'm about to go see Kobe, man. You couldn't tell me nothing. The game before they came to San Antonio, I'll never forget. They played the Pelicans, and that's when Kobe Bryant hurt his shoulder. And when they came to San Antonio, Kobe didn't play. He didn't show up. He wasn't at the game either. He didn't show up, and he didn't play. So I was so heartbroken, man. I'll never forget that because that was my one time I thought I was like, yo, I'm about to go see Kobe, and yeah, he got hurt. And that was later in his career. That was back in 2015. 2015. Yeah, that was back in 2015. So he was already kind of like almost about to retire anyway. He was getting hurt all the time. So yeah, man. But that one stuck with me for a long time. It still sticks with me to this day when I think about it. I'm like, dang, I just wanted to see him in person, man, and just didn't get a chance to see him. But yeah, that one sucked. Andre says, Big Dog Mike. What up, Andre? How you doing, family? Kelvin says, questions. What's up? Ask away. Blank says, just tell the teacher the dog ate my homework. Yeah, I don't think that one. I don't think that one. I don't think that one slides anymore. Kelvin says, Earth, Wind, and Fire on your face, or Osley Brothers, Footsteps in the Dark, choose. I've always been a bigger Earth, Wind, and Fire fan, to be honest, man. So I'll have to go Earth, Wind, and Fire. Christian Tiffany says, Jesus died on the cross and rose again on the third day. Jesus loves you so much. Absolutely. Yes, he does. Prince says, hey, bro, I'm back. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, my guy. Just country stuff says, the price of sin is death, and Jesus died on the cross to pay the price of our sin. If you ask him to come into your heart and believe he died for your sin, you will be saved. Yes, 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 absolutely. Oh yeah, I see some of y'all say y'all have some questions. Like, what's up? Y'all can ask away on the questions. Blink says, any plans to take the MRS to any Asian countries or holidays? Japan? What's MRS? I'm sorry, I don't really do the acronyms like that. I know I'm in the military. I get enough acronyms in the military, trust me. But yeah, what's MRS? Antoine says, I like old movies more than this new stuff. Yeah, everything. I like everything older, man. Like, I'm getting like my parents. You know, like your parents. You know, we was growing up, they'd be like everything we was doing was trash. That's how they feel about the younger generation now. That's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm that dude now, man. Like I like older music. I don't listen to this new stuff. I listen to the older music from like the '80s, '90s, early 2000s. I listen to that stuff. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Blank. I had a mental lapse. I'm sorry on that one. How duh. I said MRS. You said I'm sorry, Blake. That was so stupid right there. I'm sorry. I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. Oh my gosh, bro. That one just went right over my head. I didn't catch that. MRS, what's that? Any plans to take the missus to any Asian countries for holidays? Japan? For the holidays, not overseas. We plan to go see my family in Florida because she has yet to meet my family in Florida. So we're gonna definitely go and plan. We plan on doing that so she can meet them. They're dying to meet her, and she's dying to meet them. So yeah, definitely. Sorry, Blake. Blake, I had a mental lapse. I'm sorry, man. Like I feel so dumb. Oh my gosh, man. We all had that before when you had something that you like, dang, how did I miss that? But yeah. Let's see. Cool Water says, Mike, when Kobe passed, I cried at home. A friend told me, and then a friend told me and told if you don't stop trolling me. And then when I found out, I was numb the whole night, even when I went to work. Just messed me all up. Yeah, man. Like that messed up a lot of people. Cause I mean, like, listen, we all gotta die. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta go. But Kobe was just, dang. It's like, bro, it's just so unexpected. And then the way he went out, it's not like he was sick or something like that or whatever. It was just a freaking helicopter crash, man. He was just at a game the night before when he watched LeBron pass him in the, I think, all-time scoring rankings. Next day, he's gone. Like, just gone like that. Like, that was devastating, man, for real. And I mean, I grew up on Kobe Bryant, man. Kobe Bryant came in the league when I was 13. He came in the league '96. I remember the day I became a Kobe fan. I remember the day I became a fan of his. It was the 1998 All Star game. I was 15 years old, and I seen Kobe going against Jordan, man. And Kobe was just doing his thing out there, shooting all kind of crazy shots, dunking from, the alley oop from Kevin Garnett, just showing out, man. 19 years old, All Star game, going up against Michael Jordan. Like when I saw Kobe play in the '98 All Star game, I knew he was going to be somebody that I need to keep my eyes on. Like he was going to be special. Like that's the day I became a fan. I love Kobe, man, and yeah, man, that was sad, man. I remember how I found out because one of my homeboys, my old homeboys, he had told me via text. I was at work, and he texted me. He was like, "Yo, you heard what happened to Kobe?" I was like, "What? You mean what you talking about? What happened to Kobe?" And I'm thinking it's something, I didn't think it was that. And so I googled Kobe. I googled Kobe Bryant's name, and first thing I saw was Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash. Wow, man, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was devastated. Like, dang, I just sat there in silence for like probably an hour. Like, damn, really? That's crazy. Then when I found out his daughter was with him, man, I mean, his wife, man. I couldn't imagine how. I couldn't imagine the weight that hit her when she found out her husband and her daughter passed away like that. Like, it's bad. It's bad enough to lose a child, or I mean, bad enough to lose your spouse, man. But lose your spouse and a child, bro, in the same. Oh my, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yo, what's this person's deal? Cool water. Thanks for being a good moderator, man. Appreciate you, man. My goodness, man. Some people, you got some like mentally deranged people in the comment section, bro. For real. Oh my gosh, bro. What the heck is all of that? Thank you, Antoine. Appreciate you. That's what y'all. Hey, excellent job. Great job. Thank y'all, man. These people crazy, man. What the heck? That's crazy. They were talking about two people who are nowhere in this conversation either. Yeah, yeah, for real. Abby Cormier says, "Hey, what up, Abby? How you doing?" Kanye says, "Thoughts on UFOs, Yaps? Do you think it's just military high tech stuff or something else?" Eh, I don't really care to talk about that. To be honest with you, Kanye, I just don't like. It's not really a thing I focus on much, or I don't think about. I don't believe in UFOs, so with all due respect, I'm just not going to talk about that. Yeah, buddy. So, anything else y'all got, man? Oh man, we're talking sports. So Cool Water asked me, Mike, who do you think are the top five greatest point guards of all time? Ooh man, top five greatest point guards of all time. Oh man, I have to say Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Jason Kidd. Wow. Oh man, the fifth one is gonna be tough for me. And dang, that's a tough one. The fifth one is a tough one, man. Maybe Gary Payton. I say Gary Payton. Yeah. Dang, I forgot about Isaiah Thomas, man. Dang, that's crazy. How did I forget about Isaiah Thomas? Yeah, dang, I'm sorry. Dang, I forgot all about Isaiah Thomas. I forgot all about him. I gotta definitely put Isaiah Thomas in there. Lions or Eagles? Eagles, Michelle. Definitely Eagles. Maverick says I'm not impressed with your Steelers fans. Hey, ask you to be impressed with my Steelers fan. It ain't yours, it's mine. So kick rocks. Clown. Cool Water says, okay. Number 5, Kidd, 4, Stockton, 3, Isaiah Thomas, 2, Steph Curry, 1, Magic Johnson. Hey, I ain't mad at that list at all, bro. That's a good list. I ain't mad at that at all. Ring says Blue Jays lost the World Series to the Dodgers. Oh yeah? Okay. Anonymous says USA government up and running now. We just got a new president down here in Chile. Pray for us. Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hey man, blessings to you, man. Thanks for dropping in. Michelle says Lions or Eagles better. I mean, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't watch much football. I don't really watch football like that. So I mean, I can't really tell you. I think I gravitate more towards the Eagles than the Lions. But I'm not a I'm not a huge football person like that. So I say I'm more NBA and boxing. What do you think would stop homelessness in the world, or at the most limit, or cut it in half? Because I think the Bible says there will always be poor people in the world. So baby, I know I'm about to end it soon. I know. I think I think what would stop homelessness is if people who got the resources quit being so selfish, and the government did more to assist poor people. I think so. I think that the government definitely has the resources. Like, this is supposed to be the richest country in the world, so there should not be any reason why anyone in this country is starving. There shouldn't be any reason for that. There's no reason. We're supposed to be the richest country in the world. So what are we doing? Why is these people hungry? Why people out there are not, just barely making it? You know what I'm saying? Like, not having enough to eat at least. Like, yeah, I blame that on government. I blame that on some people who may just be like for example, I don't need a whole bunch of millions of dollars. Like, that's just my mentality. I don't care. I know people can say, "Oh, you never say what you can do. You'll never know what you are capable of doing until you actually get it or whatever. You can't say what you don't. You can't say what you'll do if you don't have it." I know all of that, but honestly, just knowing the kind of person I am, because the money don't change you, man. It just magnifies who you already are. And I love giving to people, man. That's one thing about me. I love giving to people. I do. I really, really do. Like, I don't care. I don't care, like, what I do. Like, it's something about giving to someone in need that it just makes you feel complete as a human being. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Like I cannot possibly have millions of dollars and then knowing people out there are hungry and just, I know you can't save the world, but I would help as many people as I could, man. I would. If I was a millionaire, I'd be walking around blessing people. I'm talking about I'd be blessing people. Cause I don't need a lot to be happy, man. Like as long as I got, my situation cool and we got enough money to do what we need to do, I'm fine. I don't need a whole bunch of money. I don't need no 300. If I had $500 million, bro, why do you need? I don't need $500 million to be happy in life. I don't need that much money. My family will be good with far less than that. I would take so much of that money and just go out and do work, feed people, put them in better situations, help them, man. Just I'd be blessing people, man, left and right if I had that kind of money. I promise I would, because I've already been doing that when I was broke and struggling back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And even now, like I make good money now, but like I love blessing people. I love blessing people. So you give me $100 million, I'm not gonna sit there and just blow out all out of myself. That's just crazy. I'll be out there blessing people left and right, man. Antoine says white chocolate was not close to the best, but he was my favorite player. I traded my number 23 in seventh grade for 55. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He wasn't like the greatest point guard, but he was entertaining for sure. That dude was he was definitely entertaining. I'll definitely give you that. That dude was a highlight reel, man. Cool Water says Mike, Antoine Jackson, boy, y'all, I had a Vince Carter Raptors jersey and Vince Team USA jersey. I wore them things so much the paint on them eventually started giving up the ghost. Yeah, I had a Vince Carter jersey in high school. The Raptors, I had that in high school. You crazy, man. Kanye says, would you suggest joining the military? Yeah, I do. Matter of fact, I was thinking about doing a video on that. I was thinking about doing a video on like things you should look for if you plan on joining the military. Matter of fact, I am gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna do a video on if you plan on joining the military. These are things you should look out for. Things you should like, you know what I'm saying, like prepare for when you join the military. You know, I'm gonna do a video on that, Kanye. So look out for that, okay? I'm definitely gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna write that in my notes when I get off this live, and then I'm gonna do a video on that one about joining the military. Cool Water says, Mike, you better end this live stream. Keep wifey happy, and before you be at work sleepy and tired. Yeah, for sure. I am about to get off this thing for real. I am about to get off this because, she just came out and kind of looked at me like, all right, man, like, come on now, like, get your butt in bed type stuff. So I'm about to get off. I'm about to get up out of here. BLY says, yo, what's up? Yo, what up, though? Raptors 2019, baby. Hey, man. They would not have beat Golden State if Kevin Durant stayed healthy. That's all I'm going to say about that. If Kevin Durant didn't get hurt, they wouldn't have won that. Yeah, man. But anyway, you guys who stayed with me this long, man, who kicked it with me in the chat, I love y'all. I really, really do. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. I appreciate you guys. I love chopping it up with y'all. But I do have to get back to my wife. Y'all understand that, man. But thank y'all again. God bless. Y'all stay easy. Be blessed. I love you guys, man. Have a great, awesome week. And I'll be dropping in videos this week, man. So stay on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me see. Good night, homie. I'll look out for the video. See you. Yeah, for sure, man. I'll definitely be dropping videos this week, man. And see, Kanye, you asked me about. Yeah. So Kanye, I'm definitely going to make a note of that in my phone about doing a video on the military thing. And Kanye, before I go, how old are you, Kanye? How old are you? Real quick, Kanye, how old are you? Okay, 20. Okay, cool. So you perfect age. You 20. Oh yeah, I definitely got some info for you joining the military. So stay on the lookout for that. I'm gonna definitely drop that here soon. Blink says, "Good night, Big Mike. Looking forward to a cooking video. That's coming. I promise you that that's coming. Cause I love cooking. Like I love to cook. I've been cooking since I was a little kid, man. I love cooking, and I feel like I can definitely show y'all some stuff. Just little techniques and things I do to make sure my food ends up good and stuff like that, and teaching y'all how to cook. So yeah, y'all look out for that. All right. Antoine says, all right, y'all, peace and blessings. Hey, salute. And I love you guys. Again, y'all take care. Be easy. Have a safe and awesome and blessed week. Until next time, man, Big Mike checking out, man. Peace.